Hey guys, how's everybody doing? This is the Cartoon Man 13 aka Triple R here. Right here on Where Reviews, Reactions, and Rants, right here on the Cartoon Man 13 YouTube channel. And of course, I did the fun anime hour stream not too long ago, then ate my lunch, which I ate a chicken sandwich and some fries, drowned it, drowned it out with some milk, and now I'm back here doing another live stream for you guys. Anyways, this live stream will be episode 17 of the Visceral Grounds, in which I'll be watching Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, and Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. And we're gonna start things off with Breaking Bad. Now, Breaking Bad's it's a really good show. I can see why it's gotten so popular. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna set it up. I mean, I like the chemistry between Jesse Pinkman and Walter White. I do like the chemistry there. Um, so yeah, I'm I'm looking forward to watching yet another episode right now, and yeah, I've been liking where the story's going. I've been liking the characters, and yeah, with Breaking Bad, good music, good story, good characters, good performances by the cast, especially by Bryan Cranston and by Aaron Paul as Walter White and Jesse Pinkman, respectively. Uh, Nice bits of tension and chemistry, no pun intended. I mean, like the chemistry between characters, not chemistry like they do in a lab, like what they do on here on Breaking Bad. I mean chemistry like in characters, like between Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul, between Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. So yeah, good chemistry and good tension between characters, and good editing and camera work. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and watch another episode. I'm watching it on Netflix. No commercials. Get season 2, episode 10 ready of Breaking Bad. Whether you're watching it on DVD or Blu-ray or streaming or whatever, get season 2, episode 10 ready of Breaking Bad, and pause it from the beginning. I'm gonna hit play, and as soon as my video finishes buffering, then I'll tell you guys to hit play on your episode. Alright, so yeah, without no further ado, let's just go ahead and watch season 2, episode 10 of Breaking Bad. Alright, so yeah, this is the 10th episode of the second season of Breaking Bad. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit play right now. Now, and I'll tell you guys to do the same thing. 3, 2, 1, press play. Starts off with that teddy bear with his eye missing. Okay. I think that that's supposed to be Jesse and Walter as wearing their breathing mask outfits. I could be wrong there, but there's a couple of guys wearing the breathing mask outfits, like a radioactive outfit that you'd be wearing. Okay, so that's how your episode starts of Breaking Bad. All right, Breaking Bad. Here we go. there's Walter looking at his hand. But of course, more of the lung cancer problems. Of course, he's doing an inhaler, which we haven't seen him do in previous episodes. I guess it is lung cancer. Well, they said that it was shrunk, but he now needs like an inhaler or whatever. Still shaving off his head. Which, really enough, this is a Sunday afternoon. So I found the perfect time to watch this episode. Sunday afternoon. What a coincidence. Anyways, back to Breaking Bad, and here we go. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. Probably, I think that the word that you're looking for is probably maybe coincidence. Poetic. Okay. Poetic. Anyways, I thought that coincidental would probably be like a better term, but I don't know. Anyways, back to Breaking Bad, and here we go. I'm just gonna crush this bottle because I'm finished with it. I'll pick it up later. Anyways, back to the show, and here we go. I'm a really thirsty guy. They're all just taking shots. Rock fish. I believe that's non-alcoholic beer. I don't know. Oh, but you're gonna try to pour it even though his hand's on it? Oh my goodness. And you did. Okay. Bring the bottle back. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Well, somebody's in a bit of a hissy fit mood. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Vomit on the pool. Gotta clean that pool up now. Drink so much that you freaking make him vomit. Making some eggs for breakfast. That's what I usually do. I usually like to make my own eggs. And who cooks in a freaking glass thing? Usually I cook in like a pan. Well, why'd you cook in like a freaking glass, plate? Of course, Jesse's got a thing with the apartment owner. Oh my goodness. Jesse's got a bit of a loving relationship with the apartment owner. Huevos Rancheros, okay. Maybe if I like it, then maybe I might try it. If I think that it's interesting enough, I should say, then maybe I'll try it. Huevos Rancheros. Excuse me. That moldy water looks looks more like strawberry lemonade, but I guess that it's supposed to be moldy water. Okay. Hanging man. What's next? Rue man? Like just like Kanga and Rue, like from Winnie the Pooh. Alright. Looks like a really, he probably must have been like a really talented artist. Uh, Jesse was. looks like a penis and nuts a little bit. Yeah. Finally, it's back to normal water. Okay. Okay. Alright. Nice time lapse shot of the clouds and the sun setting. Okay. Okay, it looks like Walter's buying all this stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay. Rampage. Like that now canceled AEW show. Oh, alright, well. Anyways, back to Breaking Bad, and here we go. Okay, nice way to transition from the whirring sounds of like maybe like a screwdriver to like the vacuuming of a hallway. Nice transition from the first scene to the next. Okay, cool. I think that said Cowboy Girl? I don't know. Two things of paint. Kills odorless paint. What's this? Okay, now that card's pretty much his. I guess that's not going to be the case. I guess that won't be the case. Won't be the case for Walter White. Okay, nice editing technique as all the items is being scanned. Okay. 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 Okay, okay, Walter's confronting against these two guys. Stay out of my territory, says Walter White. Okay. 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 Okay, alright. Okay. Hey, well, way to end the episode off. But, but yeah, but yeah, the party at the beginning of the episode when Walter gets all mad at Hank for, taking the water bottle with him, and then his son vomiting in the pool. Uh, Walter White making some alterations to the house, and then the very end of the episode where he, well, more bits with Jesse and the apartment owner. Of course, parts of his drawings, which uh, of course, the apartment owner makes a little drawing for him, that the cowboy girl drawing, and then at the very end of the episode, Walter buys that odorless paint, confronts these two guys, and says, "Stay out of my territory." Uh, yeah, this was a pretty solid. This was a solid episode. But yeah, good story, good characters, good music, good performances by the cast, especially by Brian Cranston and Aaron Paul. More nice bits of tension and good editing and camera work. Like, okay, like I like when every time the end credits, not like the end of the episode when Walter's at the checkout. Of course, you hear the scan and it gets closer and closer every time that you scan. And there's also like this nice little transition thing from the screwdriver to the vacuum. That was another unique transition. And and uh, and what was another thing that I liked from transitioning? But yeah, yeah, there's some really nice transitions. Like there was cool time lapse shots like uh of like the city and like the sun going down and the clouds and the sun going up and just yeah, and good views and yeah. Yeah. I'll give it a great hit rating. All right, so yeah, this episode of Breaking Bad, it's a great hit rating from me. All right, next series, Game of Thrones. Now, Game of Thrones is a solid enough show. I mean, Game of Thrones is a solid show. I've been liking the world. I've been quite surprised by how much sex and nudity that there was in this show. Which I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, it's HBO; they can get away with it. So, all right. All right. right. All right. So yeah. It's pretty violent too, and also there's a bit of language in there too. Like, okay, cool. But anyways, okay, good music, good story, good characters, good performances by the cast. Uh, nice bits of action and good editing and camera work. So yeah, all right. So yeah, as for Game of Thrones, I'll be watching on HBO Max. There's no commercials. There's that inside the episode bit at the very end, like what they've been doing as of lately. Uh, but yeah, get episode 4 ready of Game of Thrones, whether you're watching it on DVD or Blu-ray or streaming or whatever. Get episode 4 ready of Game of Thrones, cause yeah, pause it from the beginning. I'm gonna hit play, and as soon as my video finishes buffering, then I'll tell you guys to hit play on your episode. Alright, so yeah, without no further ado, let's just go ahead and watch episode 4 of Game of Thrones. Alright, so yeah, this is the 4th episode of Game of Thrones. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit play right about now, and I'll tell you guys to do the same thing. 3, 2, 1, press play. Stay tuned after the show for a look inside the episode. Previously on Game of Thrones. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was the last episode ended. Yeah, HBO Entertainment. Alright. Okay. You know, it's kind of a coincidence that this series features two actors who played Sarah Connor. Neither of them being Linda Hamilton, but this series features Lena Headey, who played Sarah Connor in the show that I'm about to watch after this, Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles, and then Emilia Clarke would ultimately play Sarah Connor in Terminator Genesis. So yeah, I believe that Sarah Connor Chronicles was before Game of Thrones, and then Genesis was after Game of Thrones. So yeah, this was a nice little in betweener. Like if you guys know what I mean, then you'll probably know what I'm talking about. Anyways, all right. So yeah, Game of Thrones. this crow that keeps, crowing like sorry, that was poor. Anyways, back to Game of Thrones, and here we go. A giant who's got this really deep voice like that kind of reminds me a bit of that giant character who Andre the Giant played in The Princess Bride. I forgot the character's name, but yeah, The Princess Bride. That was such a fun movie. But but yeah, back to Game of Thrones, and here we go. Is he whipping him? Is he freaking slicing him up slowly? Oh, man. Okay. Mm. Well, chase after him. I wonder if there's going to be any sex or nudity in this episode. That'd be pretty freaking cool. Make the episode more entertaining. Oh my goodness. It'll probably enhance the storyline. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Anyways, back to Game of Thrones, and here we go. Yeah, okay. course, making love, of course. Because that sure enhances the storyline. Oh my goodness. Yeah, making love will want to enhance the storyline of the characters in these episodes. Of course, her hair is covering her boobs, so we can't quite see her boobs. Okay. Whores bone-legged? Oh my goodness. Their bones being shown on their legs? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Stand on a single toe? That even possible? Not even possible? Can you even stand on a single toe? She's doing that thing again. Or, oh my god. Of course, whoever's in there obviously likes his hose. He obviously likes his hose. But anyways, yeah, back to Game of Thrones, and here we go.
matter of fact, the same as you. I found that hard to believe. Very close once. It was a lonely room with a naked girl. Do you know where to put it? No, where to put it. Was she? Oh, okay. Young and gorgeous. Oh, it was.
Okay. This is obviously a jousting tournament, a jousting match. What was that? Oh, he's bleeding from his mouth. Oh! I see that there's a piece of him. Not a piece. There's like a piece of wood that was stabbed right in his throat. And you see blood coming out of the mouth. Oh my goodness. Okay. 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 I guess that could happen to, to knights that do jousting matches. There can be a piece of wood that can be stuck in your throat and you bleeding right out of your mouth. Oh my goodness.
that the black bag Fahrenheit I see in your little crib? And his lady went, a true and honest friend to my father. Lord Hospitality of River. The red stallion was always a wet beside the river. My father carried James Bracken amongst his oldest and most loyal men.
My lord is honored by his trust. And your father all his fine friends with his son. You don't quite see the purpose of this.
I know you will sit here as well. The twin towers of Crane. How fares your lord, sir?
Your lord is well, my lady. His also a father for the honor of Ferguson is not his name. Glad to take another one from us.
This man came into my hut as a guest, and there conspired to murder my son, a boy of 10. In the name of King Robert and the good lords you serve, I call upon you to seize him and help me return him to Winterfell, where you await the king's justice.
Ah, everybody's taking out their swords. That was an interesting way to end your episode. Didn't think that they'd end the episode on that note, but they did. They freaking did. They ended the episode on that note. Oh my goodness. Like, they ended the episode with all these knights taking out their swords. Right on to, I believe that's Peter Dinklage's character. I don't know. Interesting way to end the episode. But yeah, let's see what the makers of the show gotta say about the episode. This has been a presentation of Home Box Office. Next time on Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones on HBO Max. Okay. Now let's look at the inside the episode. The making of the Game of, it's like a brief interviews with the writers. Game of Thrones inside the episode.
The next time you use a hunting will be the last time you have a house. My brother will never take back the seven kingdoms.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
When you're out there, beyond the wall with the sun going down, put a manager back.
Okay. Okay.
growing disillusionment. And they realize the real world doesn't mesh at all with the stories that were told from childhood. It's not just our actually one of that it's totally some trauma. At nights, memories, kind of our generation of our in fact, people run the business. Stop that damn smells before I for Sansa, we got time to see teams tournament in honor of her father when he came to the city right behind her.
Okay. Okay, alright. Okay. 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 Game of Thrones inside the episode on HBO Max. Okay, that was pretty cool. Um, I gotta go to the bathroom, but I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. I needed to use the bathroom, but I'm out now, so I'm out of the bathroom now, so yeah. Anyways, where was I? Oh yes, I was gonna do my brief Game of Thrones review. The jousting tournament was pretty cool. I mean, there's a bit more sex and nudity. Okay, okay. Um, Jon Snow, the bastard son. Jon Snow, the bastard son. Oh my freaking god! It's like Casper. Oh my goodness. Jon Snow, the bastard son, wanting to do more training and whatnot. Yeah, this was a pretty solid episode. I even like the way that the episode ended with all the knights taking out their swords and pointing into, I believe that it was Peter Dinklage's character, and more of this butthole prince. Oh my goodness, or this butthole king or whatever. But yeah, this was a pretty good episode. I mean, uh, good music, good story, good characters, good performances by the cast. Uh, let's see, nice bits of action like the jousting tournament, and good editing and camera work. I'll give it a yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I'll give it a great hit ring. All right, so yeah, this episode of Game of Thrones gets a great hit ring from me. And the last series that we're gonna watch is Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. Now, as a loyal fan of the franchise, I actually don't mind it. This show, it's a nice little show. Uh, from the Terminator universe, and yeah, I mean, it's got nice bits of action, nice bonding moments between Sarah and her son John. And even, Cameron's pretty cool for a Terminator herself. But, alright, so yeah, anyways, yeah, with Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, I mean, alright, so yeah, Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, good music, good story, good characters, good performances by the cast, especially by Lena Headey as Sarah Connor, and nice bits of action, good editing and camera work. So yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and watch it right now. All right, so yeah. Anyways, no commercials during this. For some reason, my Roku would like either freeze the episode at times or like start the episode over 5 to 10 seconds after I hit play. Don't know why it does that, but I'll let you know when that happens. And get season 2, episode 8 ready of Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. Whether you're watching it on DVD or Blu-ray or streaming or whatever, get season 2, episode 8 ready of Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. Pause it from the beginning, because I'm gonna hit play, and when my video finishes buffering, I'll tell you guys to hit play on your episode. Alright, so yeah. Without no further ado, let's just go ahead and watch season 2, episode 8 of Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. Alright, so yeah. This is the 8th episode of the 2nd season of Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit play right now. And I'll let you guys know when to hit play on your episode. Alright, so yeah. 3, 2, 1, and press in. Play. My episode started over.
Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah, because Sarah Connor is a deluded, dangerous, great big wonderful who killed a man because she believed that in the future he'll invent a computer system that declares war on the world. And look at this girl. Have you seen my niece?
That was a guy shooting your sister? Look, if you don't leave, I'm calling the police.
That guy is really dangerous. That's all you need to know. Really dangerous.
You were pissed off because I found someone I actually like spending time with, and it's not you.
Sarah's a story. Okay, my episode froze. Okay, hit play.
Thanks so much for having me over. I'm never busy. Responsible. You think you'll be stoppable?
Take a shot at it.
Well, the boat's flat out here somewhere. You care about this girl?
Yeah.
Then leave it alone. Talk to John. John's not listening. He's always listening. I was going to suggest this. Well, you might have suggested it before we got robbed. There you go. Need to restock the supply drop. We've been using a lot of ammunition. Business has been booming. Where's John? Still in his room. He hasn't got up yet. He needs more safety imaging. It's because the circadian rhythm of teenagers is abnormal.
How vaguely.
No, wait. You won't be seeing Riley anymore.
Who's that so?
John is not stupid.
I don't like believers in honesty.
You got what you wanted.
Oh my goodness. Sarah's fixing up the house just like earlier in Breaking Bad when Walter White was fixing up his house and he fixed the house in that show. Now she's fixing the house in this show. Cameron's a story.
I'm never busy.
I guess I should do it again.
Or maybe you could even call him, you know.
Okay, multiple points of view. Okay.
John, be safe.
I'll talk to John. John's not listening. you busy?
No. Too soon?
It's hot out.
Since when do you feel heat?
I feel heat.
I don't know. You know, we're always gonna see somebody together in Victoria's car for the rest of your life or something?
No. I watched how you leave from series.
Mm-hmm. All my fun.
You bring danger into Riley's life.
I know that. You're not stupid.
But sometimes you do stupid things. You would help me to understand why.
Humans do stupid things. So don't worry about it. I'm being happy for a machine.
You're a machine. I can't be happy. But I understand why you think.
So you understand why I'm gonna keep seeing Rodney even if everyone thinks it's a bad idea.
I understand it's a bad idea. And I understand the people John Carter for you.
Oh yeah? I understand that.
You and I talk about it a lot.
We do.
We do. We will.
I need to get some sleep.
Hey, Riley.
I know. I know.
You won't be seeing Riley anymore. I don't have a response. You got what you wanted. Yeah.
Okay.
You stealing my supplies?
You need to make a small ball.
I set this trap up with my people for my people.
Everyone's in here for a reason.
John is supposed to ask.
Johnny stays committed.
Maybe we can find you. Let's spend much time at the house.
I don't have a bed. Remember?
You never been in that house.
That gunshot on the door first.
Yes. You almost died.
It's not the first time.
Who's that?
Well, I'll call for John. He's in trouble.
John's a story.
Hey, Riley.
I know. I know.
Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Okay.
Look, I got this. With my foster parents. I mean, it's really brutal. It's totally for moments like this.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I lived in Mexico for a year and a half. In this little village called Hollow. And that's where we're going. Thought I'd show you around.
Okay, so they're gonna go to Mexico. Okay.
Sometimes I get the impression that she doesn't really want to find.
I don't care.
You guys didn't find last night.
No.
So this is definitely a field trip and not some convention.
Alright, if you don't want to go, that's cool. But do not make me feel like I'm kidnapped.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Sorry. Just caught me off guard. I'm really not the age.
Mm.
So I go to the honeymoon suite.
Wait, what?
Okay.
It's good, right? It's nice to get some space.
You have space. You know, the first time we talked, you were sitting by yourself in the grass. I have space too.
Okay.
So it was.
You know, I used to watch you at school. When the bell would ring and those narrow hallways would fill up. I got so loud and people would bump into you. It looks like you could just jump out the window and run away.
God, you're such a little stalker.
Alright, so I get that you're working away. Get some space. The only shame is we ran all this way and there's skulls everywhere.
Like skulls?
No, but I think it's better.
So Día de los Muertos festival's tonight.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Skulls and darkness. I tried.
Best I can.
You just get in here with me, probably.
Well, there's bubbles to be had, and I'm gonna have bubbles. Not bad, huh?
How was that? Now, you didn't like here with your mom, did you?
We actually had a cabana on the beach.
Maybe I'm very usual.
It wasn't always good. Sometimes I wish we just stayed here, away from everybody.
People stuff.
Not just people.
No, I mean, when you meet someone, you don't really expect to give a damn about them, right? Who's got the time? Life's too short for you to stop. I don't like getting attached to people. Why were you living in Mexico? Oh, you're thinking of a lie or a joke. Yes, you are. You never tell.
I just didn't want to sit around and talk about my messed up childhood. Can't we just enjoy ourselves?
Yeah. Fine. Enjoy yourself, John. I'm sure we're not the only couple that's found themselves in a honeymoon suite and not when we first met.
Of course. I'm pretty sure that John Connor would probably know a little bit of Spanish here and there. Of course, John Connor is now living in Mexico. Will the Terminator follow in Mexico? Then again, Terminator Dark Fate, the opening scene of that movie, that took place in Mexico. of course, well, at least the Legion can come after, in the new John Connor, who I forget the character's name, but it's a female. Yeah, I just heard John Connor speak a little bit of Spanish now, but I mean, if Legion can send one of its Terminators to Mexico, then I'm pretty sure that maybe Skynet will probably do the same thing. Just like when with Terminator Dark Fate, when they sent that Terminator in Mexico to kill off the new female John Connor. I forgot the character's name, but yeah, if Legion can do it, then so can yeah, if Legion can do it, then so can probably Skynet probably. Anyways, back to Terminator the Sarah Connor Chronicles, and here we go. I'll give you 5 pesos.
You really mix me up with somebody else. I'm just.
These are pictures you would want the authorities to see. Everything you
Oh no.
This is a misunderstanding. That's all. I'll pay for the camera, okay?
What the hell are you doing down here anyway?
We're just tourists.
Clues are good for you? You see the hat? I guess so. I was about to take the statement.
A man took a picture of me and my girlfriend. He wanted us to buy it. It was crowded. Someone bumped into him. He dropped his camera. I was afraid a fight was going to start, so we tried to leave. That's all.
How old are you?
16.
You agree with it?
No.
You got parents.
My mother and an uncle.
You know where you are?
No.
I make you a deal. If they come pick you up, I'll let you go with the water. What the hell was that?
My uncle's postman.
Call your mother.
Okay.
Did you get food?
She didn't answer.
Oh my goodness.
In a few hours, give them the phone call.
All right.
Yes, sir. So which news should I read?
The one in the passport or the real one?
course. Gets arrested in Mexican prison.
You have children, you have a daughter. My dad told me to stay with him. He was really great. So I completely believe you. It doesn't even care how much cuddling. All I want to do is call home.
Oh my goodness. Back to Sarah's story. Looks like she's traveling the border to Mexico.
She hasn't been careful. She's made mistakes. Not as many as you, but enough. Does she have damage to her chip? She has damage to her chip.
Why did you find the house?
The boy told me. The one from the bowling alley.
Oh my
Killed
goodness.
him. Just like she would kill yourself.
I'm not a murderer.
Who is?
Oh my goodness. Stuffs Sarah Connor in the trunk. Looks like this isn't the first time that Terminator dealt with, Mexico. Looks like Dark Fate wasn't the first time that well, yeah, that's what I meant to say. Looks like Terminator wasn't the first. Looks like Terminator Dark Fate. Looks like Dark Fate wasn't the first time that Terminator dealt with Mexico, because this series, which came out like a decade before that Dark Fate movie came out, this episode's dealing with Mexico right now. Oh my goodness! And you hear Mexican mariachi music playing. All right. Like, did this Terminator actually send Sarah Connor to the border? Yeah. Yeah. Mexico. Like, we can't see the action. It's like that movie Buried with Ryan Reynolds. Can't see the action that's outside. It's literally like a whole claustrophobic thing.
Circa. Take those.
Okay. Ellison's story. Will Ellison travel to Mexico too? Of course, you mentioned Mexico. Oh, freaking killed the guy. I believe that was the Terminator. Yeah, the Terminator went all the way to Mexico. Yeah, it's a Terminator. I'm pretty sure that the Mexican police probably wouldn't know that this guy was a Terminator. Like, I don't know. Time to time to flee back to America. Hopefully, nice action scene. Of course, Sarah Connor still being in the trunk of that car.
Sarah Connor, Jane Nelson. I need you to come with me.
I'm sure that Terminator probably hijacked that car from a police officer. Probably killed him too. I don't know.
Clear shot of the
Like,
jail.
are they back in America or are they still in Mexico? I don't know. It looks like they're still in Mexico. I don't know.
John was flagged in the FBI computer. He's been watching me.
I mean, how many of these Mexicans would probably know the English language? Unless, if John Connor knows the Spanish language, then it probably wouldn't be a problem.
Someone is coming. There's no way. You have to go. I promise. I'll call you as soon as we get back to LA. But you have to go. Go. I swear I'll find out if I'm up there. Oh, you know my plan. Have the plan? Get it. Get off in the bank phone.
Derek's story. Even Derek Reese is in Mexico. And Cameron? Oh my goodness.
Looking for John Bond. Where is he?
You gotta get out of here.
Gotta find John.
Don't think him dead.
I like this aspect of the episode where we see the story being told through multiple different points of view from the characters.
Escape to death. Escape. Don't worry. He will be back. Yeah. John's with you? We're here. Already with the jail. Wait, Sarah. Then what else, Carmine?
Cromarty's story.
I'm sorry, Sam. I'm going back to ask. I'm gonna need to see John Connor.
Cromarty, that's the name of the Terminator. Man, this Cromarty the Terminator? The Cromarty the Terminator is out on a rampage. Just like what was mentioned earlier in Breaking Bad. Or, yeah, that canceled AEW show. Probably not as big of a rampage as Arnold in the first Terminator when he went through all those police officers.
Looking for John Connor.
But, you know.
How about any other answers?
Anyways, back to Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, and here we go. Oh my goodness. Of course, he takes a gun from the bag. Okay. It's nice that we see this episode told through multiple different points of view, and we continue to be on Cromarty the Terminator's point of view of the story. Like, even Mexico can't be safe for John Connor. Even the Terminators can invade Mexico. Even the Terminators is invading Mexico just like they do in America. Cromarty following Agent Ellison. A shootout in the church. Okay. And you got this Mexican music playing. The slow mo. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh man. They just bury the Terminator right after they kill it.
What's next?
We'll come back down here. Bring something to destroy it.
His name's gonna be on
I
there.
wonder, like, part of me wonders, like, maybe they might go to Canada. And even then, they probably won't be safe there in Canada. Like, they went to Mexico south of the border. So why not go north of the border? Canada. Oh my goodness. Oh, like, almost all Canadians there speaks English, except maybe in Quebec where they speak French, but then again, Spanish and French both comes from Latin. So yeah, anyways, just thought that I'd point that out. Maybe you might learn French there, I don't know. Like if you're like in Quebec. Anyways, back to the show and here we go. Destroying the gun clip. Oh my goodness. She's trying to destroy the gun. Oh my goodness. Pretty interesting way to end the episode. All that I really got from this episode was the Mexican Terminator in multiple different points of view. That was really all that I got from this episode. different points of view, and the Mexican Terminator. Okay, so the Mexican Terminator. The episode was told in multiple different points of view, which was that's always interesting. Way to enhance the story. Uh, Let it be told in multiple different points of view, and what else did I like? I mean, there for a Mexican setting, there wasn't really a whole lot of Spanish. In fact, the officers knows a good amount of English. I mean, nothing really wrong with that. I mean, I'd probably be forced to learn Spanish. I mean, they'll probably be able to speak English, so I'll be able to use my native English. But and I love how the Terminators, the Terminator's got a name in Cromarty. Yeah, Cromarty, that's the Terminator's name. I do like the couple shootouts that we got, the police, the police rampage. Though not as much of a rampage as Arnold in the first Terminator movie, but still a nice, police rampage, and then a car chase slash shootout, and then the church shootout where they kill the Terminator, where they kill Cromarty. So yeah, there's some nice bits of action in the episode too. Um, they travel to Mexico because John lived there for like a year and a half when he was younger. So yeah, overall pretty solid episode, I must say, of the show. I mean, the Mexican different point of view Terminator. The Mexican Terminator that's been told in multiple different points of view. That's really all that I got from this episode. But yeah, good music, good story, good characters, good performances by the cast, especially by Lena Headey as Sarah Connor. Nice bits of action in this episode. Like again, the police rampage, though not as cool as Arnold doing it in the first Terminator movie, but still pretty cool. And then the car chase slash shootout, and then the church shootout was cool too. So yeah, nice bits of action, good editing and camera work. Yeah, this was a pretty strong way to tell your story. So I'll give this episode a strong hit rating. All right, so yeah. Yeah, I give it a strong hit rating. All right, so yeah, this episode of Terminator the Sarah Connor Chronicles gets a strong hit rating from me, and that's going to do it for this episode of the Visceral Grounds. Normally I do this show on Mondays and Saturdays with Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, and Terminator the Sarah Connor Chronicles. On Tuesdays and Thursdays I do light TV with two back-to-back episodes of Clan Ad, followed by Oshinoko, and then Your Lie in April. And then Wednesdays and Fridays, I do Spies Love in a Dark Trio with two back-to-back episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen, followed by Spy Family, and then Bunny Daddies. And then Wednesdays and Saturdays, I usually do the fun anime hour with Is This a Zombie and Tomo-chan's a Girl. And then Fridays and Saturdays, I do Girl Power with Ruby, Totally Spies, Witch, and Star versus the Forces of Evil. Alright, so yeah, anyways, that's pretty much going to do it for this episode of the Visceral Grounds, and I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed this reaction live stream, then please hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share, hit the bell, the usual, the drill. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of the Visceral Grounds, and I may see you guys later on tonight, if I can, and if not, then tomorrow, for Girl Power with Ruby, Totally Spies, Witch, and Star versus the Forces of Evil. Alright, so yeah, anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of the Visceral Grounds, and I'll see you guys later on tonight if I can, but if not, then tomorrow, for girl power. Alright, so yeah. Anyways, guys, this is the Cartoon Man 13, aka Triple R, right here on Wham! Reviews, reactions, and rants right here on the Cartoon Man 13 YouTube channel. Signing off saying so long, take care, and peace. Wham! Heck of a way to end the stream right there. Anyways, so long, take care, and peace. Wham!